Hey guys, so today, this video will be a tutorial on how to do the CRC in Metro Kingdom. CRC is short for Cappy Return Cancel, that's what it means. Which means Cappy will teleport to like a flag that Mario was marked in this game. So in order to unlock that Metro Kingdom painting right there, you have to, in order to unlock, you have to make Metro Kingdom in nighttime. In order to do that, you have to fight this boss here. The Harriet boss. See, the Harriet boss. And, okay, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, okay, if you already, make sure, when you're going to the Harriet boss, make sure not to capture anything, because the speedrun is about minimum captures. That's just a little battery on my Pro Controller, which make sure doesn't run out of battery. Okay. So the proper way to do this speed run is just look at my previous video. It's called Mario Odyssey Minimum Capture Speed Run, and it'll say, like, for example, part 1. Make sure you watch part 1, part 2, and then part 2, and then part 3, and part 4, and part 5, and part 6. That way you know how the speed run works. And then I did this CRC in the previous video as well, in part 1 or part 2. Don't remember which. Whoops. Okay, so in order to do this, you go between these two bumps at the end here. Make sure Mario's in between these two bumps. And so you see where it's set, you see where that, like, arrow is under the health there. See the arrow where my finger is under? Make sure that's north, that's the compass. Make sure that means Mario's facing north. Make sure he's facing north, and make sure his feet is at an angle, or else it won't work if his feet is flat. Okay. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. When you do this, before you do this, make sure your motion controls is turned off right here, and make sure your motion sensitivity here is on high. Yeah, this one, make sure it's on high. Make sure this one is off. See, like that. And if this video ends by itself, I'll make a part 2 of this tutorial. Okay, let's get started. So, this is the Mario controller, and this is the Cappy controller. So I'll do a demonstration how it works. If it's too confusing, let me know in the comments, guys, and I'll try to, I'll try my best to get really detailed in the next video of this. Okay. Oh, I'll upload a video of the CRC beat. So you have to ground pound with Cappy exactly 54 times. So to ground pound with Cappy, press this button or this button, doesn't matter. It's ZL or ZR. Let's switch this around. Okay. Okay, let's start the beats. I'll show you at the same time when Cappy's going down. See, like that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Time to get ready. 51, 52. Okay, watch this. I do this. See, I pressed Y there. See, at that time. So I paused with the Cappy controller. Now I'm gonna hold the Mario controller and unpause with the Mario controller. So Cappy's icon blinked and moved a bit, but I'll show you that at the end of this CRC. So after you unpause with the Mario controller, like this, you do it like this. So I'm still holding down this button. And then you spin, when in 2-player mode, you spin Mario with this button, just so you know. Then you wall jump with B or A, doesn't matter. Then you could dive, like, usually by pressing the jump button, which is A or B. Then you could jump, and then when in midair, when you're in the air, press this button, and then quickly press this button and that one button, and that's how you dive. That's how you dive. I mean, okay, I'm gonna hold on to here, I'll show you how I do this. Okay, just watch my fingers. Or watch me holding this controller. Move this back. Okay. So I'm holding this button down. Look, and watch this. Whoops! I bonked because I didn't get at the peak. So hope Cappy doesn't return. He might return. Whoops. I'll try that again. I was trying to make sure I was more detailed. Maybe that's how. I'll just try my best again. Okay. Ouch. I'm okay. I just accidentally bumped my elbow. Oops. Whoops. No. Not. Come on. No, not again. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. It's just... I'm probably just getting a permanent at the same time when I'm looking into the video. My bad. I'll try again. Okay, whoops. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, make sure Mario is between these two bumps right over here. So Mario came from that side, or like that. And make sure his feet is at an angle, and make sure he's facing north. Like... So, under my finger there, where it says, where there's like a circle with an arrow right there, make sure that's facing north. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Start the CRC beat again. So you see the picture of Cappy at the bottom there, in the middle, the bottom middle of the TV. You're gonna watch that. It'll blink and move. And then I'll pause with the capping controller right after it does that. The picture of that Cappy is called an icon. For those of you kids who don't know that. See, it's gonna move. Whoops, I pressed it too early. I just pressed it too early. So, if you press the Y button on the second, if you press the Y button the second time too early, Cappy will just return, and then if you pressed it too late, Cappy will come back, and then he'll get thrown away. So, make sure he's facing properly north. Yep, he is. Okay, let's start that again. Okay, here we go. Here we go again. So watch Cappy's icon. It's gonna blink. See, it blinked like that and it moved a bit. So that means you did it right. If that happened, then you did it right. So pause with the Cappy controller and then unpause with the Mario controller. Now watch how I do this again, as I mentioned earlier. So I'm holding down this button and then watch this. Pay attention to my fingers. Okay. So make sure so make sure when you get up high enough, then hold on. And then you have to enter into one player mode. So, oh yeah, I'll show you what, so this is first person mode. You see how I zoomed in like that? This is snapshot mode, as you can see with the square there. I enter into first person mode, and to go into first person mode, you press this button. I'll show you that later. Or if the video ends on its own, just like last time, and then I'll make a part 2. Okay, so you see that square in the middle of the screen? Make sure you mark that. Make sure you put that in the middle of the flag there, the checkpoint flag. Oops, come on. This might be a bit tricky. But just remember, take your time. Don't rush. It's like in school. Don't rush to do your work. There we go. You see, it's in the middle of the square, that checkpoint there, as you can see on the ball on top of the checkpoint flag there. So you have to pause as soon as possible. I'll show you. Like this. This is the pause button, and this is the button to go out of snapshot mode, which just says there's snapshot mode with that square and all that thing in the middle there. So you pause it as soon as possible like this. See, like that. And then go back into 2-player mode. I'll actually show you on the console. That way it's easier. Oh, I'm sorry about that, viewers. Whoops. Hold on, I'll be right back. So here's my Nintendo Switch. So you see there. Where can I set this? I'll set this here. Okay, so right there. So where's the capping controller? Here it is. Actually, I'll switch this around. Oh, sorry about the dark screen, guys. I'll actually face that up. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, low battery. So, to do this second part, guys, watch this. So I'm gonna hold down this button to crouch Mario like this. So hold on, I'll do a demonstration. So I'll just show you how. Oh yes, I'll set my phone on the side here. Oops, come on. Okay, so this is the Mario controller. So I'm gonna hold down this crouch button and then shake with the cappy controller like this. So I'm holding down the Mario controller button here, and I'm shaking like with the cappy controller. So yeah. So I have to try to stand this phone up. So I'll zoom in so you can see, so you viewers can see. So, and now watch this. Wait, make sure. Okay. Okay, there. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, now I'm gonna shake with the cap controller while I'm shake with the cap controller while I'm holding down the crouch button on Mario. So watch it. So watch this. Let me make sure I'm ready. Actually, I'm gonna practice. So keep in mind when you do that. So sometimes if you shake the cap controller, then it might cause you to shake the Mario controller. Just be careful with that, okay, guys? So we're just gonna practice before I do that. That way, I won't shake too much. Okay, good. Ah, I see. So this is minimum capture, so you can't capture anything, but this is the first time. I've captured the binoculars, but sometimes that might happen. But just before do that, like make like a copy, if you know what I mean by that. If not, then just do a new file. Don't worry, it happens. I was probably shaking too fast than usual, but that's the first time that happened. I've heard of this happening before. You capture the binoculars instead of getting the checkpoint flag. But you see, you do it just like that, but yeah, so usually it's minimum captures, which mean you can't capture anything, so yeah. So usually it'll capture usually Cappy will get the checkpoint flag instead of that green binoculars there. But in part 1 or part 2 of the minimum captures speedrun of me, then you'll see in that video that I actually got the checkpoint flag, so if this was helpful, then you could leave a like if you want and comment, and yeah. So bye bye guys. Bye bye.